Hey, welcome back to another episode of Upper Life Sioux Falls, where we just shoot the breeze, really, and get to talk a little bit about travel world, office world, and world in general. So, we got a new setup.
Yep.
Does this make you feel good?
A little bit better. Yeah. I feel
All right.
like we're not like on random chairs collected from the house, so that's good.
Yeah. If you'll know some things about us, you would know that I wouldn't give two rips about any of this. Setup, anything. I'm just okay, let's just go. And Jen cares about how it looks, how it feels, how it comes off, all of that, right?
Well, this is also just my office, so I want my office to be cozy.
Yeah.
You know, I spend a lot of time in here. So.
We did go out and get chairs
Yeah.
specifically for this.
It's a need.
Yeah, it's a need.
Yeah.
It's a need. So anyway, that's a little bit about the setup and what we have here. As you can see, as we've said before, travel is important. So what's going on in the travel world?
People are getting excited about spring breaks. They realize it's getting colder. It's time to get out of here. Winter is coming. That kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I have a few people interested in giving travel as a Christmas gift because who needs more stuff? And also, if they want to book for a spring break, then that's kind of a good thing that they can say, hey, Merry Christmas, we're going to do this for spring break this year.
Right.
So
that's a whole interesting another topic that I feel like I have that conversation pretty regularly where it's like we have so much stuff and so much junk kids stuff even when kids were younger, like they get so much stuff. I feel like I need a U-Haul to get stuff home from family Christmases and all of this where we have done before where we get a few things and then plan a trip. So
that's my favorite.
That'd be huge. Yeah.
Because let's be honest, the toys and whatever else, like you maybe get 2 weeks out of it and you're missing XYZ or it broke or it's not cool anymore or whatever.
It fades.
Yeah. Whereas like memories last forever. So
that's cliche, but so true. I mean, it's just the way it is. And I know we have so many memories around travel. In fact, we were just talking about some of them the other day, trips to Disney and trying to reminisce when it was first time to Disney and
each kid's first trip kind of thing. Yeah, I think they were maybe a year and a half, their first trips to Disney.
Talked about Bippity Boppity Boutique.
Yeah.
And how we may not do that again if we could redo it.
We've got better things to do with our time in the park now, but...
Just took so much time.
Yeah. It was a lengthy experience,
But Piper definitely...
For any girl that wants that princess experience in the castle, that's, kind of a top core memory.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But
anything else going on?
Jamaica's still recovering. It sounds like Montego Bay. I'm trying to think. Sandal South Coast. Those for sure are not opening until May now. So that's kind of, it's good and bad.
Yeah.
Those workers really need a place to work, but it sounds like Sandals is really stepping up and they're going to cover those people's salaries until May to keep them afloat. And
that's crazy.
So they're taking care of their employees, which is really cool.
I think about that from a business perspective, to have to close down your business and not generate income for a particular property and expend money. And now I would imagine, I don't know how this works in other countries, but I would imagine there's insurance for that or whatever, but still to stand behind your employees and to not only have no income, but to be spending and then keep your employees and sounds like benefits and all of that, right?
Yes, health, life insurance, all that kind of stuff. I can't remember, did I just show that to you today that came out? So it's really nice and that was kind of spread around the travel agent community, like, hey, these businesses stand behind both their product and their service and their employees, and that's something that I kind of think is important too, because you want the places that you go to treat their employees well, because it makes a better experience for everybody. And so I don't know.
Even through COVID, we had that a little bit where Jen lost like all travel overnight, like in the drop of a hat. I mean, it was a 2-week period where it was like, Jen, you okay? No, I'm not okay. But one of the companies that stood behind their employees was Disney during that period, right?
They even paid, because it took from March 13, I think was the day I had to call clients back.
Yeah.
Till June to undo those vacations that we all knew were going to get canceled. And then to try to advocate for your client, to advocate for, like, are they getting a refund? Are they getting a voucher?
Yeah.
Like, how can we best help them? And they're getting mad at, it was a crappy situation.
But then even from a travel agent standpoint, they stood behind
us, and they paid us commissions on those trips that we had to cancel. And so that ultimately was why I decided to focus on Disney and Universal, because they took care of us. So
it's crazy.
Yeah.
Anyway, you've been single momming it for a little bit.
Yeah, you.
What's that about?
Out of town at a conference.
Yeah.
What was it? ChiroConf?
Yeah. So I had a conference. I'm on the state board of the Chiropractic Association, and so this conference, it's called Chiro Congress, where all the state associations get together, come together and talk about what's going on in their state, how they handle board issues, legislative issues, what's coming up legislatively in other states, and how they're addressing that. New legislation that they're bringing to the table in other states. So it's really a cool meeting. It was out in Boston, which travel-wise, we've never been to the East Coast, really. Have you?
I have, but,
Is that like growing up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but you got to see people that we've, in the chiropractic industry, that we've crossed paths with in different lifetimes.
Yeah.
Kind of cool to catch up with those people. Any interesting legislative things coming across the board?
Really not in South Dakota, I would say, in particular, or nothing that, unfortunately, good and bad, I can't let it out of the hat yet. Huh. I know that's part of the gig.
I don't know this either. I don't know any of this stuff.
Yeah, this is on the fly, but I would say nationally, parity of pay is a big deal, which means, let's say, so a doctor of osteopathy, a DO, they get paid a certain amount because they technically adjust the spine. They call it a manipulation. We'll get into semantics here, but they get paid a certain amount, and we get paid obviously much less.
Right.
And so that's what parity of pay means. If we're doing a E&M code or an evaluation and management code on a certain case, we get paid a certain amount, and medical doctors get paid a certain amount. So it's designed, legislation that's called parity of pay is designed to bring those two together, to kind of manage, and this is always a very tough conversation from a legislative and board standpoint, because we have to obey by, what's it called again? Like an antitrust. And so boards cannot come together as a board and say, what's your fee schedule? What's your fee schedule? And that's very, like, you can get in big trouble for doing that. So that's something that we have to balance, and then there's lawyers involved and blah, blah, blah. So, but on a national scale, that's one thing that's been brought up. A big thing coming up in really all medical space and life in general is AI. There's certain, there's kind of 4 or 5 major AI players. ChatGPT, what's the Google one? Do you know? Gemini.
Is it Gemini?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. And there's a couple other ones, and they talked about some of them being more for citations and some better for policy work and that sort of thing. So, again, it's kind of, to most people, I think it'd be boring stuff. I get into that. I'm fascinated by that.
Well, you can't fight it. It's coming.
Yeah, no, AI is, it's gonna.
I mean, not that it's coming, it's here.
Yeah, it's gonna change a lot. And so then, even from a board perspective, how do we use that? Because the South Dakota Chiropractic Association does have a paid executive director, and then we have a lobbyist, and so how those people manage their time and get as much done with what we can do as opposed to hiring more people. So I feel like I'm rambling, but there's a lot to it.
Your position in this is...
What do you mean?
Like
on
you
the
are,
board?
yeah.
Oh, vice president.
Okay.
Yep.
So next year you'll be president.
I think there's a 2-term. So
you have 2 years of
Yep,
this.
2 years of vice president, which I'm not a year into. It was...
Okay.
I was voted that by membership in May.
Okay.
And then so May will be a year. But we have a really good board, and one of the board members, the president, I went out to Boston with, and it was kind of fun because he's been out to Boston. His wife works for a company that's based out there, and so he knew some of the areas, and not ever being to Boston or any place like that. He showed us around, Boston Commons and where the Boston Massacre was, and this little old tavern that they claim, and I'm sure it's true, but it's the longest running tavern. So like 1790 or something. That's like insane. That. There's a ton of history out there. So
lots of history on the East Coast.
Anyway, it was cool. Tonight we actually have a legislative meeting. So a lot of people in the office will ask me, well, what the heck do you do when you have time off or when you're not seeing patients? Because there's a couple days every week where we don't see patients. And it's all this stuff. It's all stuff that I want to give back to chiropractic. I want to further chiropractic and not only for myself, but for the profession as a whole. Tonight we have a legislative social where I think there's like 6 or 8 legislators that are local to the Sioux Falls that'll be there, and then probably there's going to be like 25 people total there. So a bunch of chiropractors, a bunch of legislators, and just creating relationships and getting to know each other. Obviously, we vote them in, so they care about what we feel, and if we have
concerns or anything.
From a board perspective, any new legislation, which we don't have plans for this year, but
so some years you have more of an agenda than this year.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I will say, our board has been relatively quiet for the past 5 years, but we have some things in the hopper that aren't a this year thing. In most legislative things, it's very interesting. It's not like a quick turnaround. So, you have to start researching some of this stuff years in advance, and then, down the road it comes to fruition.
Sure.
So,
yeah.
And you've seen that even nationally where bills are introduced and they get killed and then they come back and another way or attached to a different thing, or it's a new world. It's a different world. So anyway, have that meeting tonight, and that'll be fun. So single mom and again, sorry about that. I will say, and this does get, there's times where I think it's really active and like you do good about that for the most part.
It seems like it's all or nothing.
I know.
Like it goes, okay, you got meetings, and then it's like a dry spell.
Yep.
And then it kind of starts over again.
Yeah. And we're in the heat of it right now, so.
Boston would have been nice.
Yeah. You had a ticket.
I know.
You had a ticket. I told you that.
I wasn't going to be the only wife going.
I know. I had my own room, so you could have been in my room.
It's all good.
Yeah. Otherwise, we're doing an angel tree in the office, so.
That's coming up real quick. We got a little bit of an extension on it, thank goodness. I think everything has to be in by the 14th of December now.
Oh, okay. I didn't know it was.
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't even know.
I thought it was like right around Thanksgiving.
Yeah. It was Monday the 24th that everything had to be in, but we were like, that's going to be so tight.
Yeah, it's going to be pushing it.
Gives us not much time in the office to get stuff, and
we've already got a fair amount around the tree, though.
We do, but I didn't want to give
I know.
Here's
a little
10
bit.
things. We want to give them a good chunk of stuff. So.
Who's it going to?
So we're working with a daycare that is associated with Central Church locally. Central Church Preschool. They just know some families that are in need. So it's not necessarily even toys, but also like some of them had basic needs, just like needing shampoo and stuff. So we've got some shampoo around the tree for that need, and then toys, and then there's also gift cards, just because then people can go take they can pick out what they want.
It's a tough balance of
is.
like people want to give stuff, but also these parents want to get stuff that's personalized to their kids.
100%. So, and that still gives them time to pick out some of these items for their kid, and we don't wrap them, so the parents get to wrap them and take that ownership in it and then give it to their kids. So, I don't know, I think that's all important too.
It's crazy to me that somebody wouldn't have shampoo.
Yeah.
Like that's...
Yeah. But it's real right now.
Wrenches my heart.
I feel like everybody, in some form or fashion, feels a little bit of a pinch around right now. So, and it's holidays. You're going into the holidays, and whether the government shutdown affects people or not around here. I mean, I'm sure to some extent it does. We know some that have come to our office that have said it does affect them. So, yeah, those are all real things happening right now. So,
and it's crazy that, like, I think it's being opened again, but it doesn't happen.
It's like not an overnight thing, though. Yeah, it takes time. So
anything new around?
You made it home on your flight stuff. So
I know that was. I was concerned about that. Our executive director did not make it out there, so it was a real concern. Made it out there, okay. Made it back fine. So nothing canceled. Anything new in Sioux Falls?
Trying to think here.
You guys went to a game over the weekend while I was gone.
We did. We went to the Sioux Falls Christian State football game. So it was exciting. The first quarter I was not sure what was going to happen, and then man, it was a nail biter till the end though.
I was watching it in Boston, and this is the same as last year. Like they came out just flat as a pancake, and we were down 14-0, like before we even knew what hit us, and battled back to 17-14 at half, and then did end up winning. So
they drove it all the way down the field though the last the last couple minutes, and it was like, oh, were they gonna score on us?
I will say I didn't. I turned it off before that.
You missed the best part of the game.
Yeah, we scored, and I was like, okay, now we got this. And not so much.
Yeah, could have gone either way. Could have gone either way for sure. So,
but regular season, we
blew everybody out of the water.
Nobody stayed within 20 of us. So.
In fact, nobody stayed for full games because we were up by 30, 50 sometimes.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
it was a good game.
Sioux Falls Christian's volleyball team. We're talking about Sioux Falls Christian because that's where our kids go. But state volleyball is coming up.
In Rapid City. So I don't think we'll probably make it to that one, but we'll watch it.
Yeah, we'll watch it. Okay.
So,
we haven't really been out to eat or anything.
Plaza Azteca opened on the east side.
Oh, yeah.
We haven't even been yet.
I know.
We need to do that. We did a fast before we left for Boston. So that's why. I was like, why haven't we been there yet? Because we did a fast from Thursday night.
Yeah.
Well,
3-day fast.
Yeah, till Sunday night. So
Thursday to Sunday.
Yeah.
It was. How would you say?
I would say I would definitely do it again. I was not very smart in adding electrolytes to my water, and I think by day 3, everyone kept saying by day 3 you'll feel amazing, and I did not feel amazing, and I think that was partially probably because of that.
Mm-hmm.
But I've been doing a lot of reading too that some people are just 2-day people, and some day there's all across the board. I think personally I would like to do once a month a 24-hour.
Yeah.
Just to kind of keep that as a constant.
Yeah.
Because I just think it's a good reset, if nothing else. So, inflammation-wise, I felt like that really helped a ton.
Yeah.
And I've heard also some people do, like, maybe you don't have to do just the water fast. You could do bone broth. Or, there's different ways to do it. That would have made a difference. It would have made a big difference probably for me in feeling how I felt. Yeah. But, yeah, I mean, I think it was a really positive experience for sure. So it made me realize the first day how much I ridiculously think about food all the time. Because Thursday or Friday's kind of a day where you and I we'll do our meetings, get some work done, and then we catch lunch. And that Friday afternoon, I remember 3 times being like, oh yeah, we haven't eaten yet. Let's stop and get something to eat. And let's just, have, lunch together. Nope, got to change that. So. Yeah, that was
wild.
That was insane.
And I will say it was kind of tough with kids because we'd make something for them and then that smells up the house and it's like, oh my gosh, okay, now I remember about food and I haven't eaten in 2 days.
What was it, the second night Piper made wings, our daughter made wings, and that was really hard. Yeah. That was really hard, so.
Anyway, it was a positive overall for both of us.
And we broke the fast with just a sweet potato, chicken breasts. Yeah. I think I made beets too, but I felt like that was a really good way to break it.
I made some steaks. I didn't have any. I just had chicken.
Sometimes steak doesn't set super well with you, but so it was good. I would do it again. Mm-hmm. Just add some tweaks in there.
Yeah. All right. Any last words?
I don't think so. I think we covered most everything. So we will try to be better about catching up in about a week. We have Thanksgiving coming up next week.
It's coming up.
We'll get it in there somewhere.
Yeah. Have a great week.
All right. See you guys.